I mean, it was such an interesting. It was so new, and we were kind of learning, and because it was so new, you got lots of attention, and people would ask you to come and speak at events, and I never really spoke anywhere, so I had to kind of learn how to be a public speaker, and it was terrifying. And you hop from place to place, and yeah, I think back to those like first 2 or 3 years, the amount of road time that we had, and farmers that kind of got started and with us, and there was a period of time that I knew so many farmers throughout, Western Canada. It was shocking, because from all the trade shows and all. Now I kind of find it funny because a lot of those guys are almost now retired. It's the sons or the grand, and I don't know them, and
Yeah.
whether they stayed on as customers, they would have dealt with somebody else. But there was a lot of those guys that as we expanded out into Alberta, there was half a dozen guys that I did, all the agronomy work for them in my base. And there was no Zoom calls then or anything like that. It was all over the phone and fax and stuff. But those names now, I mean, I know those names, but not all those guys are, they've got a son now that I remember that would be, he was just a kid that, 12 years old, and now he's kind of running the farm. So it's interesting how times change. So that's kind of how we kind of got started.